Welcome back. Coach Rogers, principal at Freedom High School. We have missed having you in the building and look forward to having everyone back next week. While we are glad to have you back, we will have to do so drastically different from before. Only half of you will be in school at a time, and those of you who are here will have to practice social distancing. I want you all to meet Ms. Tuberville, our school nurse, as she will provide some important information.
Hi, I'm Ms. Tuberville, and I'm your school nurse. We're going to have lots of changes at Freedom this year. One change is that I'm going to be at Freedom every day this school year. I wanted to take a minute to remind you about the 3 W's. The first W is wear your mask. Wear your mask on the bus, in the classroom, in the halls. Everybody at Freedom High School is going to be wearing a mask. So before you head out every morning, double check to make sure you have yours with you. And the second W is to wait. We need to all remember that we'll be waiting 6 feet away from each other. So if you're in line to have your temperature checked, or if you're in line in the lunchroom, remember to wait 6 feet apart from those around you. And the last W is to wash your hands. Wash your hands frequently during the school day. Hand washing is still the best way to stop the spread of germs. But you'll also notice that new this year are freestanding hand sanitizer stations. So get a little dab of hand sanitizer and work that into your hands frequently. I'm so excited that you're coming back to campus soon, and I look forward to seeing each of you.
Students and families, we want to update you on some changes. Once you arrive on campus, you will get your temperature checked and then get breakfast for those that want it, and then report directly to your first period class. There will be 3 temperature check locations, one at the student parking lot lobby, one in the band lobby, and one at the front entrance lobby. Students must follow all signs in the hallways, and students cannot congregate in the hallways between classes. You will need to move directly from one class to the next and stay to the right in all hallways. We will again have a 4 lunch schedule this year. You will need to follow all signs in the cafeteria concerning lines and waiting in line. At the end of the day, all students need to report to their cars and/or buses to leave campus immediately. Any student athlete needs to be under the direction of their coach if they stay on campus after school. We will now have a few videos and brief PowerPoint presentation to further inform you of the return to school under Plan B. I look forward to seeing you next week. All right, for those of you that ride the bus, when you get off the bus, you'll proceed to the breezeway, and one of your temperature checkpoints is right here. Again, before you go in the building, you need to have our mask on. We've got our social distancing signs down. As you come through, we've got sanitizing stations. Also, you put your wrist up here. It'll show your temperature. At that point, we'll have a breakfast area here for folks to grab their breakfast and then report to their first period class. All right, student drivers, when you park, you'll enter through this lot. We will not open the building until 7:30 each day, student drivers, so keep that in mind when you plan your arrival to school. We got to have time for our teachers to get screened and make preparations for the day. So again, before you come in, you got to have your mask on. Again, as we walk through, we've got our social distancing signs, we've got hand sanitation signs. You get to here, you put your wrist up, have your temperature checked. We'll come through. For those who want breakfast, there'll be a cart here. Again, they'll give that to you. You'll report to your first period directly. All right, for those students who are car riders, you'll be dropped off here up front. Again, we've got the social distancing signs up. You'll again need to put your mask on before you go in the building. Just a reminder to car rider parents as well. The building will not open until 7:30 to allow our teachers to be screened and make preparations. Again, as you get to here, there's our 3rd and last temperature check station. Put your wrist up. It'll register. Again, you'll be able to get breakfast when you come through, and after you get that, for those that want it, you'll report to first period. We are going to encourage everybody to follow to this side when you come in the car rider line. Again, students, just as a reminder, you have to have this mask on throughout the day, but for today's purposes, so you'll be able to understand me when we take it off. The cafeteria, here's how we're gonna have to enter the cafeteria. It's one of the few one-way entrances that we have, but anytime we come into the cafeteria for lunch, and again, we'll have 4 lunches, you're gonna enter through these 2 doors. Just to kind of give you an example, we've accommodated the cafeteria, we've taken chairs out, we've spread it, but you will be able to sit at tables that have available student seating. That'll make sure that whenever we're eating, we're being able to practice social distancing. As we go through, for those students who bring their lunch, as you come through there, you can go find a table. For other students, we'll have social distancing signs lined up. This entrance right here will be where you go through to get your lunch in the cafeteria. Then you'll enter, then you'll exit through the main doors here after you have your food. Then again, you can find a table with the appropriate labeling. This is the way you exit the cafeteria after lunch. So just as a reminder, you'll enter the cafeteria through the side closest to the front lobby. You'll exit here when your lunch is over to go back to class through the back lobby. All right, for those of you who have class in the 2-story building, here's kind of the protocol for how we kind of want you to operate when you come inside the 2-story. Again, your mask should be on, but for today's purposes, so you can understand, I'm going to read off. As you come in, you have to go upstairs. We want you to stay to the right and use this side of the stairwell. If you're upstairs and needing to come down, we want you to come down on this side of the stairwell. That'll help us practice social distancing. As an example of what we want in the hallways, as you come through the hallways, you'll see one-way signs. Again, we're encouraging everybody to stay to the right as you go through the hallways. So if you're going this side, we want you to stay to the right. If you're coming back this side, stay to the right on that side. Upstairs would be the exact same thing. Students and parents, we will begin distributing A-Day, B-Day information on Wednesday morning. Teachers will be in contact with students throughout their classes as well as emails. Students and parents, it's very important for students to check their emails regarding A-Day, B-Day status. You can also call the school and we can tell you what your child has in terms of A-Day and B-Day. Each day at 2:50, when the bell rings to dismiss school, student drivers will report to their cars in the student lot and leave campus. It's very important we don't congregate in the parking lot. Same thing for car riders out front. Bus riders report to the bus lot. The building will be locked down at 3:05 each day to allow our custodial staff to clean and make preparations for the next day.